Hello, I'm Brigantia, Blackbird of Blackbird's Brew. Happy Wednesday and welcome back to Journey Through the Tarot. Today we're going to talk about the Page of Swords, and this of course comes from the Housewife's Tarot by Paul Keppel and Jude Buffum. So, first impressions. Let's take a look-see at this. We have a child running with scissors. Repeat, there is a child running with scissors. Stand by with the band-aids, the tissues, and get the car ready for a trip to the ER. This is going to end in tears. Even as a woman who does not have children, everything about this image makes me feel uneasy, because not only is this business with the scissors, which is bad enough and reason enough for concern, but if you notice, the child is also leaving little handprints all over what appears to be a sheet of lined paper. And speaking of that sheet of paper, what are the odds that the kid is supposed to be doing homework, but instead he is on a quest that is likely to end in tears, injuries, and massive explanations? So, on this disquieting note, let's look at what the booklet has to say. It gave us keywords: inquisitive, insubordinate, mischievous. I think we can see that that is just written all over his face, let alone anything else in the image. That's just on his face. The description goes on to read, this rambunctious, headstrong mischief maker is full of sass and shenanigans, leaving quite the mess in his wake. The Page of Swords doesn't mean to talk back. He's simply inquisitive. Tell him to wash his hands, he'll ask why. Tell him anything, and he'll ask why. Sometimes it is smart to do as you're told and not question, interrupt, or defiantly disobey. Otherwise, you'll soon be saddled with a reputation as the problem child. So let's think about how to use this in a reading. Because this is a court card, the Page of Swords could represent the querent or a young person in the querent's life. You know, the inner child or maybe one of their own children. If the person you're reading for is a parent, it could very well be one of their children. And if that is the case, that could have a greater impact on the spread as a whole. This card could also refer to a state of mind that is young in a symbolic way. Someone who's young in their profession or young in their faith, just for two examples. Someone who's lacking maturity. They may not be thinking things all the way through. They're naive to the pitfalls in their paths, and so they're stumbling into things, possibly upsetting the established order without any real reason to do so, and generally making a nuisance of themselves. That's something to keep in mind. But another possibility is that this card is emphasizing having a naughty, mischievous spirit. Your querent may be a little bit ornery at heart, or maybe they're just being difficult in the situation they're in. And this could be for purely comedic effect, or it could just be for the sake of being obstructive. Look to surrounding cards to gauge which direction that energy is flowing, and whether this is just something that's charming and endearing about the querent, or if it's an aspect of themselves that is creating needless problems in their lives. So definitely use your discernment and interpretations. But that's what I get out of this card. Let me know what you think, your own experiences when this card comes up in a reading, any insights you might have. I'd love to hear about them either in the comments section, or you can come see us on Gilded. Click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to our server. It's called Blackbird's Brew, and there you can talk tarot, other forms of divination, all forms of witchcraft, different kind of disciplines, different pagan paths. We have a lot going on there, and we would love to have you. So hopefully you'll come and visit us soon. But that'll do it for this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.